5 seconds. The important responsibilities for the internal security of the country lie with the Ministry of Home Affairs. Nobody would object if whatever budgetary allocation is made to the Minister of Home Affairs for it to carry out its functions effectively. However, during the last 5 years, we have observed that the situation of internal security and management of security on borders have worsened. During the last 2 decades, terrorist attacks have gained further impetus in the country. However, no honest initiatives have been taken to effectively tackle the problem. So much so that even the perpetrators of attack on the biggest symbol of democracy, that is the parliament, have not been punished so far. Therefore, a message is rife among the country and the entire world that India is a soft state. The government is not only slow to act but even seems negligent towards the problem of terrorism, as the vote bank politics is high on its agenda. The negligence is becoming a threat to the national internal security. I would like to ask as to how the government is not taking any effective action to rein in anti-national activities of underworld. The Maoist and Naxalite activities have rapidly risen in the country. It is really unfortunate that terrorists are being rehabilitated. The terrorists and Naxalites have the right to get rehabilitated in the name of human rights in this country, but the common citizens and even the security personnel do not have any rights, and there is no alternative for them to get rehabilitated. I demand from the government that rehabilitation arrangement is made for the original inhabitants of Kashmir and Mizoram. I demand from the government that the government should start taking strict action against those elements that act contrary to the Constitution of India and intend to wage an armed struggle against the country. I would like to say something about conversion. One of the main reasons of separatism in northeastern states is the bane of conversion. It should not only be discussed, but an effective law should be framed to deal with the problem. In regard to Kashmir, it is continuously being reported that the government is going to withdraw Armed Forces Special Powers Act. I would like to submit that this act has played an important role in bringing about present state of peace in Kashmir. So, this act should not be withdrawn because it will lead to demoralizing the armed forces, causing a serious danger before the country and its security. I would like to congratulate the government and particularly the Prime Minister for making an announcement of constructing thousands of quarters during his visit to the state, and the refugees were also shifted there. I agree that there are certain shortcomings as well, and I demand from the Home Minister to do away with these problems. A committee should be constituted comprising of central officers of the rank of Joint Secretary and Revenue Secretary as members, so that the problems could be resolved. One-time settlement should be done for the refugees of 1947. Government has laid a lot of emphasis on internal security and has implemented several important schemes for this purpose. Naxalism is causing a lot of damage to the country, which mainly include damage to the infrastructure. I would like to request the Home Minister that he should take effective action by deploying adequate number of security personnel in order to weed out this problem. I also request him to fill up posts lying vacant across various security agencies. There are many legal provisions to check atrocities on the people belonging to scheduled castes and scheduled tribes. However, the fact of the matter is this, that they are unable to get even their FIRs registered in police stations in case any aggrieved person goes to the station. Therefore, the government should take proper steps in this regard. The Ministry of Home Affairs should try to evolve consensus for giving shape to NCTC by coordinating various security agencies in the country. Today, our entire borders are not at all secure. Every day, terrorist activities are taking place in the country and intruders are performing these criminal acts. The government should take stringent measures to check it. There should be no compromise and negligence on the issue of border security. The deployment of the border areas of the country should be ensured so that the army personnel could move to those places without facing problems. Uttar Pradesh also shares border with other countries. The central government should provide funds to the Uttar Pradesh government for developing proper accessibility and maintenance of roads in those areas besides ensuring their development. The government has admitted that the problems of Mayos is a quite serious burning issue. Border facing was put up between India and Bangladesh for protection of West Bengal and to check infiltration, black marketing, etc.